Poca, and you'll never guess where I am. I'm in China. When you look out there, you see the city of Kunming. It's quite a big city actually. It's the capital city of the province of Yunnan. 6 million people live in Kunming. And well, it's been quite an adventure here so far. Mostly because I'm usually out of breath because of the elevation here. The air is thin and that means I'm actually finding my form to be quite poor. But never mind, we're here to discover the wonders of Yunnan and I invite you to come along. Up, up, up we go. Countless steps leading to wisdom and enlightenment, or so the stories go. Like the story of that man and his son who carved these steps by hand to make the journey up the western hills a safer one. At the pinnacle, 2.5 kilometers high, the reward for the tiring journey awaits, the Dragon Gate. A place of devotion, prayer and guidance for millions, including my guide Linda.
Millions of young people try to get over with this gate. So right now, nowadays, when students go to the university, when they want to pass a certain exam, what they do is they come here to do the best wishes here because they want to jump over the Dragon Gate.
And by touching that thing, they're actually jumping over. Is that
Yes.
right? So
Yes,
that's why
correct.
people are touching.
Yes.
I see. So did you do this when you studied?
Yes, I did a lot of times. And it worked.
And it worked. Yunnan is the 8th Chinese province in size. Almost 400,000 square kilometers and over 46 million people live there. In the heart of its capital city, Kunming, lies the ancient market. Anything anyone could ever wish for can be found here. In the old market lies an important part of Chinese history.
On your left side, what we will see is an old building from old style Kunming house. And here is where Nia lives. Nia is the person who made the national song of China. So he's very famous in China. And in China, every morning, all the students in the school will sing this song.
Can you sing it?
I can try. 起来，不愿做奴隶的人们，把我们的血肉筑成我们新的长城。中华民族到了最危险的时候。Let me see. I have to check. And then I don't remember anymore.
What does it mean, the song?
That means at starting from the first line, it says, "Get up, the people who don't want to be slaves. We will use our body to build up the new Great Wall for China." So it's really the song for encouraging people to fight to get the new China raised up.
And when was this song made?
It was in 1949.
Those were the days when Mao Zedong founded the People's Republic of China. Days when many Chinese traditions and popular stories were banned. Nowadays, places like the fairy tale-like Stone Forest are visited by many. Created 27 million years ago, when a volcano spewed up the landscape from the bottom of the sea. It is here that the story of Ashima and Ahegu took place. Bound by everlasting love, but separated by family rule, rivalry, and a forest of razor-like rocks. In those days, communication was not a matter of smartphones, but of the right dance. This modern-day version of Ashima shares all the local tales. If you pass underneath that overhanging rock and it doesn't fall down, Your heart is pure, she explains.
You go first.
It is 7 hours by night train to my next destination, Lijiang Area, dominated and guarded by a stunning mountain range. Can you tell me the name of the mountain again, please?
Jade Dragon Snow Mountain.
Jade Dragon Snow Mountain.
The peak is 5,596 meters.
Above sea level.
Yes.
And there's always snow on the peak?
Yeah. But right now it's fewer and fewer because it means global warming.
The mountain seems to lure me towards the village of Baisha. Surely the people who live here have a different notion of time than elsewhere in China. In fact, it's as if time plays no role of importance whatsoever. Life is as it has been for centuries. Despite, or maybe thanks to, the remoteness of Baisha, it is easy to make new friends and to blend in.
Which song are you playing?
This is Baisha reggae. Poca style. Around the corner of the men's musical meetup lies the embroidery school of Baisha. Another part of revived Chinese history lies behind these walls. This is where the Emperor Mu reigned 800 years ago. And in that time, embroidery was a very big part of life. Embroidery of clothing, embroidery of the decorations for your home. Everybody embroidered in those days. Then came the years of Mao Zedong, and embroidery actually was forbidden, as well as religion and all kinds of arts and crafts. Forbidden only for the cause of work and building up the nation the way that Mao wanted it. When Mao disappeared, these things came back. And embroidery is once again a big part of life here in Baisha. In fact, this is a school where young girls learn for free to do the traditional embroidery. And with it, they find a way to make a living. They return back to the traditions of the old days, and they try to keep those traditions going. It's beautiful to see, and I wonder how they do it. Painstaking work, tiny threads, smaller needles, and they sit like this all day and do that work. Does it have to have a theme when you create your own work? Does it have to depict certain stuff like landscape or flowers or
Yes, yes. You need to.
Are there rules for that?
Yeah.
Yes?
But sometimes have the rule, but sometimes no rule, no standard. You can put your idea.
Okay.
It's very creative.
On my way out of Baisha, I have another encounter of the friendliest kind. Mr. Zhao Jingrong's little shop is the place for general groceries and daily chit-chat. I wonder what he can teach a Westerner like myself about living the good life.
现在生活也还好呀。现在生活。
He tells me his life is happy and relaxed. Also, that tourism is slowly opening up his village in a positive way. He's satisfied with the way things are. By now, it's time for lunch. I am taken to a village not far away. Spotlessly clean, this village seems to have been built for shopping and eating purposes only. If it weren't for the local patrons, this could well be a tourist area in France. or indeed Italy. So Diego, how did an Italian guy like you get stuck here?
Well, it's quite a long story, but okay, take a look to the sky and the mountain, and then this is one reason.
How did you first get here?
Well, first time in holiday, and then yeah, I had already in my mind to invest in a restaurant business, so I found this occasion. When I opened here, there was nothing, no restaurant, no nothing.
You were the first here?
Kind of the first, one of the first, not exactly the first, but one.
So I guess the secret of your restaurant is you can get any kind of food you want.
Well, we try. Many food I had to cancel because I was only eating by myself, like ravioli, gnocchi, all this kind of Italian delicacy, which is not very well appreciated. But I should say Chinese people more and more know how to order, and so I'm very satisfied, quite satisfied.
Is it a hard life or an easy
It's
life?
very not easy life.
Not
but so I don't know what is boredom, so I'm quite happy.
How long have you been living here?
Yeah, I'm opened this restaurant 5 years ago. I'm in China for 10 years.
So you speak Chinese?
Let's say yes. Yeah,
You have a Chinese wife, maybe?
No, I'm a happy butterfly single.
Well, auguri.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's amazing how much variety the Lijiang area has to offer. The city itself boasts one of the last remaining statues of Mao, a symbol of that period in history that defined the face of China to the outside world. But the difference with the restrained Mao years is obvious. Commerce is booming, and Shuhe village in the heart of the city is proof. Shop till you drop, against a background that was built centuries ago and renovated to fit the tastes and needs of today's money spender. Other proof that the Mao years are over is found in a secluded corner of Lijiang. Lijiang is mostly known for the Dongba. The Dongba are like shaman priests. They were teachers, they were doctors, they did weddings for people. And it took actually 15 years to get the study done to become a Dongba. And it was a very high up position in society. Only men could be it, and it came on from father to son to son to son to son. The Dongba practice was not allowed in the Mao years, but now that China is opening up, there is new interest for the Dongba, except for one small thing. The young people here in China are learning about the world outside, and many of them have no more patience to put in the 15 years of study to become a Dongba. So this is the Dongba Cultural Museum. Let's have a look and see what's going on. So these are the big Dongba priests.
Yeah, some famous Dongba priests. The Dongba, they can marry, they have the wife and the children. Until now, we have the Dongba school. The people can go to there study this culture.
I believe that must be a very difficult study to do.
Yeah, they need 20 or 30 years to be studied Dongba. Yeah. Because they study the medicine, like the Chinese herbal medicine. Also the calligraphy, philosophy, astronomy.
This is not writing that anybody can read, is it?
Only the Dongba, the shaman.
So you have no idea what's on that wall?
I have a little. I know a little.
Can you tell me?
Okay. I can show you some simple one. You can look that. It's the sky, and then is the sun. That one is the moon. This one is the star and the earth. And here, the 9 points together, this is the number 9. And the man hold the axe, open the sky. Here have the 7, the lady, cut the earth.
Greetings and respect, sir. What are you writing, please?
Now he's. 老师现在写的是什么？ Every day is the happy day. Every day is the happy day. This Donba, he is very famous in the Lijiang. He is the one of the 32 Donba's family. And now in their family, he's the 16th generation Donba religion. And now you can see. And now he's drawing. This is the sun, is the day, and this is the one people. I show you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's similar to this one. This is the one people, and this is the day, this is the smile, this is the open heart. Happy every day, yeah. Happy every day this day. The smile and the open heart is happy. Here is the smooth instrument, means everything goes well.
On our way to what's the show called, Bruce?
Impression Lijiang. The director, he's Mr. Chang Yimou. He's one of the most famous director in China because in 2008 he directed the Beijing Olympic opening and close ceremony. He directed show here in 2006.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
So he made this play, and it's local people acting in it, right?
Oh yeah, it's farmers. They just living in the snow mountain. They're not professional dancers. They're just the farmer living. He belongs to the different kinds of minorities. So it's just we want to give everybody what is original, the native people's cultures, dancing and singing. So it's very impressive.
So it's the story of the people here, in fact, that we want to see.
Yes. So are you ready to get?
Or tissues handy. All right.
Yeah.
And it's at the foot of the Jade Dragon Snow Mountain.
Yeah.
Bruce, say hi to the peeps.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
So we're in the buggy now on our way to Spruce Meadow. Whatever that may be. We'll find out. And we're all singing. Keep singing because we're totally naturally high. In fact, we're not the only ones singing. Every little buggy.
Oh well, it's people. The whole buggy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. So this is the best sign I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Please show me your ticket to get a ticket.
Please get yours.
All right, so you need tickets to get a ticket. China styleeee.
So just make a wish and leave a wish here. So we hope everybody's wishes comes true.
Linda, can you read me one of the wishes?
This one says, I wish all my family has happiness, peaceful and healthy. Give the love to all the people who loves me. And this is a date. So that's a few days ago. Wish us happy. We wish our second baby is a girl.
Now that is strange. If we know the history of China, where girls weren't such a happy thing to get, it's good to see that people want girls now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace to all people.
Peeps. Peeps is people.
And you're gonna hang it?
Yes, I am. Tell him I'll pay it in a minute.
Okay,
Can I hang it here?
Okay, here. You should not much.
Ah, see? Okay. Yes, thank you. Can I hang it on another one?
Yeah, anywhere you want.
All right, here it is. When I come back, I'll check if it's still here.
Your wish will come true. Poca?
I hope so. I hope so.
Beautiful wish.
Thank you. Very touching. It is time to leave Lijiang. We travel a couple of hours by car, following the mighty Yangtze River as it carves its way through the scenery to the other side of the Jade Dragon Snow Mountain. By this time, I'm thankful for the traditional herbal Chinese medicine my guides have given me to avoid altitude sickness. Even with the pills, I am dizzy at times and very sleepy. But no time for that. A friendly face awaits, my new guide. Hello.
Welcome to Shangri-La.
Thank you. You must be Maria.
Yes, I'm Maria.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Maria, or Yangzom, her true Tibetan name, takes me to the second largest gorge in the world. It is proof of the Yangtze's power that it cuts through rocks of this magnitude at this speed. In fact, the water is so wild here that only the fiercest of animals would dare leap over this gorge, as happens in an ancient tale about a food-stealing tiger that was chased by villagers until he escaped to the other side, giving the Tiger Leaping Gorge its name. By now, the lack of oxygen is paying its toll, and Maria arranges transportation back up the gorge. If I climb up these steps, I'll just go sick because of the thin air here and the high elevation. Mr. Wang here and his friend, they have carried me up, I think maybe 2/3 of the way already, no stops. I weigh 54 kilos, they weigh less than I do, and it's up, 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 up. I don't know how they do it. So, big respect, Mr. Wang, number one. So this is my number 2 porter. And there's Mr. Wang. They're taking a small break now. Yang Zong, to me it's almost embarrassing to have them carry me like this.
You know, if you take this side, it's help them. Yeah, because they are very happy you do that. Because for them, in the village side, even they that do this job, they're also very hard. So every day go to mountain to carry the wood, or in the work with the like a horse. Every day they carry very heavy things. So for them come to here, then they also do very hard work, like carry you. Even sometimes the people is very heavy than you, like your 2 times, right? But they still can carry up. Even they're hard, very tired, but they're happy because they can get money.
They can get some money.
income, from here.
So I'm paying them 100 yuan to carry me up those 600 steps. 100 yuan in euro is 8 euro. 600 steps.
For 2 people, then it's 50 each person.
Well, big respect.
Yeah.
Big respects to Maria as well for running up and down the 600 steps with my camera for her first filming experience ever. Maria and I travel onwards, further up the mountain to the last destination of my journey, tucked away in a remote part of the Tibetan area of Yunnan. Life slows down considerably and sound levels drop. This is Shangri-La. Ever since I was a young girl, I was fascinated by the place Shangri-La. Like many people in the West, I saw the movie Lost Horizon, based on the book with the same title, in which a Westerner meets a girl from a place called Shangri-La. They fall in love and she has ever-living beauty and ever-living life. So that's a fascinating thing from people in my part of the world. But did a place like Shangri-La actually exist? That was the question. Well, in a way it didn't, and in a way it does. Because right where I'm standing now is Shangri-La. It's a place where 9 minorities live together with their religions and their customs and their cultures and the natural scenery that is depicted in the story Lost Horizon. So there is no better place to call Shangri-La than this. But the actual name in Chinese is Zhongdian, and in Tibetan it's Getan. In a smart maneuver to attract tourism, the Chinese government officially changed the county's name in 2001. At this altitude, well over 3,000 meters, in this area full of Buddhist temples, and excited as I am to finally reach this place of my childhood fantasies, it is easy to feel lightheaded and closer to the Maker. It's as if I've traveled to a timeless place where all is quiet harmony, even the daily whistle of the Chinese army that wakes up Shangri-La and forms the soundtrack to the daily market. This woman carries her merchandise up and down the mountain every day. Her sisters, cousins, aunts and daughters have made this jewelry. Sometimes, on an exceptionally fine day, some traveler quite like myself buys the entire batch to sell it on the streets and at music festivals across the Western world. Maria has one more delight in store. About 5 kilometers out of Shangri-La is the Sumzangli Monastery. This is where the Geluba religion is celebrated. And the Geluba religion is a combination of the other 3 types of Buddhist religions. It's the newest type, and about 80% of all Buddhists in the world adhere to Geluba. We are now 3,300 meters above sea level, and I've been telling you the air is very thin, there's very little oxygen in the air. So last night, while I was in bed, I was feeling a bit sick. I was lightheaded, I was a little nauseous, I couldn't catch my breath, even though I was doing nothing. So now, before my exercise at the monastery, I'm gonna have a whiff of my specialized oxygen, just to make sure I'm okay. One more. That should do the trick.
We are here now, and we will pass the 147 steps to be the temple. Then we said, so every time if you go to the monastery, to the temple, you have to pass the steps, climb the steps to be the top. Yeah, no one temple is flat to your house. So that's why, because we say if you want to say the Buddha, you have to make your body hard.
You have to work for it.
Yes.
I make it up the final steps to the temples. Buddhists in all sizes go about their business. It is not allowed to film inside the temples, but the beauty, chanting and solemn prayer within, and being so physically on top of the world, are an exhilarating experience that leaves me in a peaceful state of mind. What I saw inside the different temples here is a story of universal love, the teachings of the Buddha, to take out desire, hatred, and jealousy from your life. And if you do that, your life will be better. In harmony with my surroundings, I rejoined the multi-ethnic people of Shangri-La in the square that night, while they danced in unison, as they do at the end of each day. As I blend in, it occurs to me that I have rarely been so far from my home, but yet so near to my heart. Surely, this too must be one of the many wonders of Yunnan.
Poca, how do you feel?
Drowsy. He's really feeling the nuts.